it wasn't going yet. All right. Hey, welcome back again. Today will be a lot more fun and a lot more jovial. We're talking about food. So many people love food, and specifically snacks. And then in my case, it's like all sugar because that's the life I'm about. So we're just gonna kind of talk through uh, what we had growing up, what our kids have now, what we spend money on, because snacks also keep kids occupied and quiet sometimes. I think you started the last one. I'll start this one. Elementary, I had cereal bars. Cereal bars have always kind of been a big thing for me. I think I don't actually know why. I just really, as most kids, enjoyed sugar and cereal. Um, and so the cinnamon toast crunch bars,
Oh, those are good.
those are like my go-to. And then the something graham.
Honey graham ones? I know which ones you're talking about. I just don't know what they're
Yeah, because the cereal bar has like chocolate in it,
called.
and big fan of chocolate. All right, what's your kid snack?
Kid snack. Fruit. In period. I spent 2 years only eating fruit without any other type of substance. It was fruit.
Okay,
Middle school. Ready? Ready? Fruit.
okay. Middle school was also fruit for me, with sugar. So we did cut up strawberries and had it with sugar.
That's good.
My eldest sister, which would probably also count as my elementary snack, my eldest sister and I used to do that. Um, I don't know necessarily where she got it from, but I got it from her, and it was kind of our thing. Uh,
I think.
yeah.
What did my eldest sister ever make me as a snack? She didn't. Um,
Why? Why was that so aggressive and petty?
I'm thinking we used to play games, and I was like, we would have lunch in our games, but I was trying to think like, did she ever? Did we ever have a snack that we would get? Maybe with my brother. Um, Maybe in Korea we used to get kimbap after church, before church, which
Isn't that a whole meal?
it can be, but when you're eating one roll between 5 people, it's a snack. It is a full on snack. I used to actually dislike kimbap. I dislike the feeling of kimbap. I only wanted the seaweed, so I used to take off the seaweed and then give the rest of it to Shanice.
Hmm.
And she politely looked at me like I was crazy and said, "Just eat it." I wasn't about that life. Um, so I'll say kimbap, but ultimately fruit.
Okay. My next thing, this is also middle school, and this was really, I can't explain why it's a thing. At the time, my justification was that it saved me more time than making a full sandwich. But when you actually look at it, you spend a lot more time spreading than you do. But yeah, I did jelly and crackers, Ritz crackers, jelly. And so I was like, oh, if I'm in there, I got to take the bread, and it's a long time to make the sandwich, and then I probably want another sandwich. But
And toast the bread.
if I have a roll of crackers, I'm probably not going to finish the whole thing. But even if I do, I'll definitely be satisfied. I think maybe it's the like transportability of it. I don't know, but yeah, it was kind of my thing. And on occasion, if I really felt like I needed like the sandwich, then I could do peanut butter and jelly. I could stack them. Had all kinds of fun. It was great.
You got me hooked on that. When I first saw you, I was like, who does this? And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. And I got home and I ate a whole pack of Ritz crackers with peanut butter and jelly. Thanks.
Yeah, it's great. So as she alluded, I still occasionally do it, especially with the like the peanut butter and jelly like Smucker's mix,
Um,
because also my go-to. It's great. Sometimes it has a little bit too much peanut butter for me personally.
I don't like the way it
It
looks.
works out for the.
I'm that. You know how on Matilda they have the peanut butter and jelly in the jar? Mm. I was like, I told my mom one day, I was like, I want you to buy that for me. And then she got it and we spread it out on bread. And I was like, no, I don't want this. It doesn't look right. It looks gross. Like when you mix the peanut butter
It's
and jelly,
peanut butter. That's what's happening when you
I,
smash the
well,
bread.
it's smashed and I can still pull it apart. I only know this because Bella pulls her peanut butter and jellies apart and eats it. The peanut butter might have a little bit of jelly on top of it, but it's not smushed looking like poop.
Why don't you just give her the two halves?
Because you need to close it and she has to open.
Okay, understood.
Or there's days where she says, I don't eat peanut butter and jelly. I just eat jelly bread. So then I'm sitting there just with peanut butter in my hand because now she doesn't want peanut butter bread. She just wants jelly bread. Grape jelly bread.
Yeah, I remember she came up here very upset that I had strawberry. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, kid. Strawberry's the greatest, and that's all I got.
Her favorite color is purple. She only eats purple jelly.
Yeah. I did used to keep some grape on standby or be prepared to buy some because my mom only ate grape. And so when my mom visited, I would make sure I had grape jelly for her. But yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Your
And if she
goddaughter's
didn't
crazy.
finish it, which she probably didn't, because like she would stay for a weekend or two and then not finish the and then yeah, it would expire and then I throw it away. Like,
Your goddaughter only eats purple jelly. End of discussion.
I should probably grow out of it. All right, what'd you have in high school?
High school was a very complex time for me. Um, I will say Takis. I did spend a while where I ate only a bag of Takis for a year. Um, that's how you get strep throat and tonsillitis. Um, yeah. You probably also get some stomach issues, but God knows me and I don't do well with stomach problems and throwing up. So strep throat and tonsillitis. Um, I also don't like getting swabbed for tonsillitis, so thankfully I waited long enough to where they could see the white stuff in the back of my throat and they didn't need a swab.
Fortunately, I waited. Isn't that when you like need surgery if they can see it?
No. So I would need surgery if I had gotten tonsillitis twice. I only got tonsillitis once, but I did have strep throat like 7 times. But with the strep throat, I also waited until you could see the white pus coming out of the back of my throat because I don't like the swab. I don't like gagging or feeling like I'm gonna throw up. Very traumatic. It takes 3 people to hold me down trying to do that, or dad threatening to kill me. It just depends. Um,
Okay.
so Takis was a big thing for me in high school. Probably not the best as an athlete, but neither here nor there. Fruit, still, always. There was a while where I didn't want watermelon because I threw up. I'm back on watermelon now, but eh. Um, and yogurt with fruit, like
I'm a big
yogurt and
yogurt person.
fruit is like the best thing ever. But I had to get the Nature Valley granola bars and crumble it myself because if you get like the pre-crumbled, I feel like it's too crumbly and it gets mushy quicker. Like if I crumble the Nature Valley granola bar, it's a little bit thicker and it doesn't get as mushy quickly. I don't like mushy granola bar. I don't like the texture.
I cannot relate, but cool. I mean I do the Nature Valley and yogurt. I buy the pre crumbled though
I
usually.
do now. Like I'll get the bag, but if you go to like Albertsons or Safeway and you get like the yogurt with the strawberries and blueberries, and then they have a cup of granola, it gets mushy so
Okay,
quickly.
I follow more now. I still can't really relate. Like it's not my problem, but I get more what you're saying.
Yeah. No. And high school, French fries with ranch. Has to be ranch. Can't be ketchup.
Okay, yeah. So I actually struggled to try and think through high school because I was living my best independent life. I was working, and uh, my dad like kind of loosened up a little bit on curfew, especially like my junior and senior year. And I had a job, and I was making money, and was like basically like, pops, I don't need you. Um, so like Rice Krispie treats were kind of my big thing. I treated myself a lot. But living in New York City, sausage, egg, and cheese was kind of my thing, and I did those for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Like burritos or like
No,
sandwiches?
like sandwiches
Oh,
made at a deli with hot sauce and ketchup,
okay.
as is the New York one. Except most people did bacon. I got made fun of a little bit because I didn't do bacon and cheese, but I don't really eat bacon. But I did do the sausage, egg, and cheese, and uh, I think that's the first time I tried sausage, egg, and cheese and jelly on a croissant, and then or like a raisin bagel, and then that started to become my breakfast.
Not gonna lie. I can't do jelly and eggs or cheese and sausage. It just doesn't sound right in my head. But I had no problem putting syrup on my eggs.
Yeah. So yeah, it's probably a mental thing because they're very similar. It's just sweet. It's
But it's
it's
like
sugar.
strawberry flavored. I don't know. I think
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
I also couldn't allow my food to touch though. So
All right. All right. What do your kids eat?
let's see. Bella is our picky eater. She revolves around cereal 24/7 now. So for breakfast, if you ask her what does she want, cereal. Lunch, cereal. Dinner, cereal. It's a phase. I hope.
Yeah, maybe.
I pray
I
because
still do cereal. You can do cereal for any meal, any day. It's a
every day,
late night snack.
every day though, every day, at
I'm
least two bowls of cereal.
probably. Like I personally can't because I can't afford it.
Exactly.
Milk
Milk
costs
is
a lot.
expensive.
Uh, but like taste wise, I have no issue. Like I would not be bothered if like cinnamon toast crunch and I had it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Wouldn't bother.
Well, she has gotten off with cinnamon toast crunch. Yay! She has moved on to Lucky Charms, but only wants the marshmallows in the Lucky Charms, which all kids go through that. Every now and then she'll go back to cinnamon toast crunch. Cinnamon toast crunch, as long as we have that in the house, will be okay. If we do not have cinnamon toast crunch, or as she calls it, rainbow cereal, Lucky Charms, we're doomed. She might eat oatmeal, maybe.
Yeah, she did the what, maple brown sugar.
Mhm.
Yeah, when she was here.
She'll also do jelly bread, as long as it's purple jelly. She will eat Oreos and Chips Ahoy and fruit gummies, or like the gummies from Black Forest, I think is the company. Only those. That is it. Anaya, gummies, fruit. She says she wants hamburgers, but she won't really eat it. Rice with ketchup,
Hmm.
plain white rice. It could be the sticky rice as long as it has ketchup. Still gross. Um, and Aaron is our fruit baby. He likes Oreos. He'll like literally open the Oreo, drop the half that doesn't have the cream, I guess is what it's called on the Oreo. He'll drop it, probably step on it. He only wants the cream side. He'll eat that. Um, and chips, but you can't give them a whole bag of chips unless you want a trail of chips.
Yeah, I get that.
You have to give him a single chip at a time. And he can't see that Bella or Naya have a different type of chip because then he wants those.
Petty.
But that is him. Um, yeah, my kids are low key picky. They do snacks, but then they only really want to eat snacks. They don't really eat food at all.
Okay. I think for me or for our kids, fruit snacks is a thing.
Mhm.
Um, Clay is maybe going through a growth spurt. He's really just eating anything.
Everything.
Yeah. He's just like, hey, can I have that? Sure. Um, he does the chocolate chip granola bars. Is
Hmm.
a kind of a big go-to, and then anything that he sees that I have.
Yep.
Um,
Sounds about right.
Jackson
Everything.
also, yeah, he is really big into fruit. I really think he's just into sweet, um, you know, like me.
I think
He'll
Jackson
eat
just
stuff,
likes food
but yeah,
or having things in his mouth because he puts the most random items in his mouth, and I'm like, can I have
yeah,
it? Can I have it? It's not food.
yeah. I think he just enjoys chewing on things. Yeah, um, yeah. I think that's probably it.
Oh, Hot Pockets. Those are a staple. I go to Costco's, I have to get 2 boxes, and it's only gonna last 2 weeks, if that.
I have been really struggling to eat them lately. I think they're one of the things that uh, like I've heard. I think Kevin on stage say this about like ramen noodles. Like in college, it got him through, and that was the thing. And now when he eats it now, he's like, ew, like taste buds change. Yeah, I think that's how I feel about hot pockets, or maybe it's the flavor, but definitely like the
Probably.
pepperoni. Can't do it anymore. I used to love these, but now you can call it bougie, you call it whatever you want. Can't eat it.
Yeah. When you had to survive off of them for a long period of time, after a while you're just like,
Yeah, I'm like,
I don't
this
want
is
that anymore.
pizza. But but I don't know. Maybe I was never that big on the pepperoni ones, anyways. So the real test would be the ham and cheese.
That's
Like
what Dad used to get those.
if I eat the ham and cheese and I'm still like, then I'm like, all right, cool. I don't like them anymore. I'm past it.
We're in the hot pocket phase. 2 boxes from Costco's. There's like it's like 48 altogether.
Hey, you left quite a few here. They're in
Trust
there.
me, I'm bringing those home with me because we're out of hot pockets. I'm not going through this week without having hot pockets again. I refuse. But 48 will maybe last a week and a half, 2 weeks. Yeah,
That's a lot.
exactly. Granted, I do eat the hot pockets also, and it is kind of convenient just to pop it in the
Oh
microwave,
yeah, absolutely.
be done. But my kids are also obsessed with pizza, and I don't have the money for Domino's pizza every day. I barely got money for Domino's pizza on a Friday.
I get that.
So hot pockets, pop it in the microwave. They're content. They might eat 2 or 3 of them, but I'll take it because I'm not buying a whole box of pizza for them to. For Arabella and Anaya to eat a whole box of pizza by themselves is a little concerning to me because y'all don't eat anything else, but y'all can eat a whole box of pizza.
I feel like most kids are that way though. Like I don't want to eat the thing. You're trying to give me broccoli, carrots. Like I pizza is great. It's like fat and grease and
I can give them a hamburger. They'll only take a bite. Bella swears she's like a vegan. She doesn't eat meat. She'll only eat Popeyes chicken.
We haven't told her it's meat.
We have we
I
said,
don't
"Do
eat
you
meat.
want chicken?" Yeah, from Popeyes only. She won't eat chicken nuggets. She will take a bite of a hamburger, and even then, she's not really gonna eat the hamburger, especially if it has pickles. If the pickles have already been on it and touched it, she's not gonna eat it. If she sees you taking off the pickles, she's not gonna eat it. If it doesn't have enough ketchup, she's not even gonna take a bite.
I actually feel that way. That's kind of how I feel. Like, depends on who made it, but if the burger's too dry, and if there's not enough barbecue sauce, I'm not gonna touch it.
Yeah. My mom's like, see, now you know what we go through when you were little. I was like, I was not this bad.
You're that bad now,
I am not. I am
and
selective to
and
what I eat.
that is exactly what we're talking about. And Shanice is like that. Shanice is like that too. She just won't. She won't admit it. She's like, I'm not picky. I have strong
Oh, I mean,
selections.
I'm picky at times. I get hyper fixated on food, which is something that comes with anxiety. I will say that. I get hyper fixated. Chipotle, I can eat every day. It's just expensive,
Very.
but I could eat it every day if that was the only thing around and that was the only place that you could eat and I could eat it every day, any day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, 20 minutes is pretty solid. Yeah, I think we should be off this. This might be my new ending. I think we should be off this. All right. Have fun, but not too much fun. Keep it PG.